Hey, welcome to the Summit of Mount Goot.
Hola!
Yeah, Fenton's here. We've got the built from scratch deck. So this is the mono red with Doretti, the Scrap Savant.
Doretti. That sounds like a really bad type of Christmas biscuit.
So posh.
Doretti biscuits.
Like a Doretti biscuit to dunk in your coffee.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had some lively debates about coffee biscuits.
That's so posh.
Yeah. Well,
So tell us, while I unwrap this, what Doretti does, please, young master.
I could. 3 in a red, +2, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. So, it's kind of like, it's a bit better than Tybalt's ability.
I think this guy's a lot better than Tybalt.
Shut up, Tybalt was the best.
Well, he's in my goblin deck. He is my goblin's planeswalker.
-2, sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's cool. You get an emblem with whenever an artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return that card to the battlefield at the beginning of your turn. So you sacrifice
At the beginning of the next end step.
Oh, God, right, okay, so you sacrifice it and then it comes back.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And we've got some sweet tokens. Have a look at these tokens.
So we've got a mirror, a mirror, a mirror, a mirror. And on the other side, we have a pentavite, a pentavite, a pentavite, and yes, you guessed correctly, a pentavite! We got goblin, goblin, go, oh my god, goats! This deck just got 10 times cooler.
Well, can you guess what card could be in this deck, which means that there are going to be goats?
Please be Springjack Pasture.
It's a mono red deck.
Oh. Pentavite. Okay. And 1/1, which, you guessed it, goats! Oh!
You love it. So look, there's your small card, and I'll give you some of these.
Grazie.
We've got some other pretty cool alternative commanders for this deck. And we've also got some pretty sweet lands, all kind of artifact themed, I guess. So here we go, we've got Buried Ruin, add 1 to your mana pool if you tap it, or 2 and tap it, sacrifice it, return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. So you're thinking that this whole deck's going to be about artifact recursion. Look, there's an indestructible artifact land.
And you would be correct!
What else have you got?
Oh, this card really makes me sad.
Yeah?
Feldon of the Third Path. 1 and 2 red. 2 in a red. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of target creature in your graveyard, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step.
Oh
and
man, recur.
And the flavour text is, she will come back to me.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about his wife dying and like sad
So beautiful.
things and all the rest
He's
of
so
it.
misunderstood, I just want to give him a hug.
Oh,
He looks a bit like Hagrid.
He probably does need a little bit of a hug. I'm going to keep him there just so that we can see him. We've got Dormant Volcano here. It enters the battlefield tapped. When Dormant Volcano enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return untapped mountain you control to its owner's hand. We've got Forgotten Cave. I like Forgotten Caves. One of those cycling lands. We've got Ghost Quarter, which allows you to sack someone else's or destroy someone else's land. Great Furnace.
Artifact land.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's just a mountain, just not called a mountain. Okay,
But
fair
it's
enough. It's an artifact.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet.
Oh, this combines one of my favourite words with my least favourite type of creature.
Go on then.
Bosh!
Didn't know Bosch was a creature?
Artifact creature. That's my least favourite.
Well, it's a legendary artifact creature, Bosch Golem.
Bosh!
It's an 8-drop, it's a 6/7, that's trample, you spend 3 and a red, you can sacrifice an artifact, and Bosch Iron Golem deals damage equal to the sacrificed artifact's converted mana cost target creature or player. That's just a bit sickening, because I guess then we'll have some really expensive artifacts and he can then just go, and that, if he is your commander, is commander damage, because Bosch Iron Golem deals damage.
Cool.
That's pretty sick. Actually, is that instant kill if you've got enough mana?
Probably.
Yeah, and you can deal over 21 converted mana. Yeah, okay. Phyrexia's cool. Tap it, add 1 to your mana pool, tap 1, and tap it, sacrifice an artifact, you gain 1 life.
Goblin Welder!
Goblin Welder is sweet.
1 red. Tap it. Choose target artifact a player controls and target artifact in that player's graveyard. If both targets are still legal as this ability resolves, that player simultaneously sacrifices the artifact and returns the artifact card to the battlefield. I ripped your middle guy, boss, and I made you an ashtray. That's how I imagine goblins talk. If not, they're all like stab, 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 stab.
Relic Tower, no maximum hand size, and add 1 to your mana pool. That's a pretty sweet addition because they're getting quite hard to find at the minute. We've got a Smouldering Crater, one of those cycling lands that comes in tapped and you can sack it.
The Explorer.
Oh, tuck, tuck, tuck. He becomes an artifact if he dies.
He becomes a 5/5 golem, like Bosh!
Oh, hang on. Is there going to be then a tuck, tuck? Yeah, look, there he is. There's tuck, tucked.
Tuck, tucked.
Tuck, tuck.
Tuck got tucked.
Don't tuck, tuck, tuck.
Tuck, tuck.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Okay, we've got a Temple of the False God. Gives you 2 mana if you've got, 5 or 7? If you control 5 or more lands. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Flame Tongue Cave. How do you say this? Do you say Kavu or Kavu? I think it's Kavu.
I think it's, Gaboo!
3 and red. Creature Kavu, it's a 4/2. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to target creature. That's pretty sweet. Beetleback Chief, 2 and 2 red. It's a Goblin Warrior. When it enters the battlefield,
the unknown antagonist of Beetlejuice, the Beetleback Chief.
You put 2 1/1 red Goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. So recur him for lots and lots of tokens.
Dual Caster Mage.
This is one of the money cards of the whole set.
Really? 1 double red, flash, 2/2. When Dual Caster Mage enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Very nice. It's a bit like, it reminds me of the white one.
It's just insane.
Flashing, yeah.
You know, counter target spell. Actually, no. I will copy your counter target spell and counter your counter target spell. Ping! Ingot Chewer. 4 and a red.
Oh,
it's
looks
an
like a
elemental.
schluff.
It looks pretty sweet, but I guess that ingots are like big lumps of metal.
Yeah, no. I
So
said
when-
Minecraft.
When Ingot... Fair enough. When Ingot Chewer enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact. You can pay 1 for its evoke cost and sacrifice it.
Horde Smelter Dragon. 4 and 2 red. 5/5 flying. 3 and a red, destroy target artifact. Horde Smelter Dragon gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the artifact's converted mana cost.
That's pretty sweet. I have something called Spike Bellows here. It's 5
Bet you
and
do.
a red. It's a creature elemental. It's a 6/1. When Spike Bellows leaves the battlefield, it deals 6 damage to target creature. Or you can just pay
Okay, pay 3.
3.
Spite Bellows sounds like a really, really nasty, like, infection.
Faithless Looting. You're being too slow. 1 red. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Flashback of 2 and a red.
Warmonger Hellkite. 4 and 2 red, flying. All creatures attack each combat if able. Some good old fashioned chaos. 1 and a red, attack a creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. 5/5. It's pretty good.
Wick Flare. 1 and a red for a sorcery. Wick Flare deals 2 damage to each non-artifact creature.
So I presume this deck is goblins and dragons. Tyrant's Familiar. Is this the lieutenant? Yeah, see, I said it right for one video. 5 and 2 red. 5/5 flying haste. Lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, Tyrant's Familiar gets +2/+2 and has whenever Tyrant's Familiar attacks, it deals 7 damage to target creature defending player control.
There's lots of damage in this deck, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm onto a whole clutch of
Clutch.
artifacts here.
Yeah, have a Flamekin Village.
I'll do this next. Mere Retriever, it's 2 colourless, it's an artifact creature mere, it's a 1/1. When it dies, return another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. And look, there's a Flamekin Village.
What?
I kind of expected their village to be a little bit more hardcore. Not
Yeah, it looks like kind of beehives, and the Smurfs and beehives made
yeah, kind of like
houses.
Hobbiton style.
Yeah.
As Flamekin Village enters the battlefield,
Not
you may
quite so
reveal
insulting.
an elemental card from your hand. If you don't, Flamekin Village enters the battlefield tapped. You can pay 1 and tap it to return, and target creature gains haste until the end of the turn. That's alright. That's not so bad.
Bogarden Hellkite. Bogarden really sounds too much like a village in the Shire, or like a part of the Shire.
I'm going bogging down. Mr. Fenton, sir.
Mr. Frodo. I ain't dropping no eaves in Boggin.
I ain't been listening to no dragons, sir.
6 and 2 red, flash, flying, 5/5. When Boggin Hellkite enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage, divided as you choose, among any number of target creatures and or players. Are we clear?
You went kind of West Country by way of Ireland back to West Country.
Yes, I
We've
did.
got Mere Sire. It's a 2-drop artifact, 1/1. When it dies, put a 1/1 colourless Mere artifact creature token onto the battlefield.
Bitter Feud. 4 and a red. As Bitter Feud enters the battlefield, choose 2 players. If a source controlled by one of the chosen players would deal damage to the other chosen player, or a permanent that player controls, that source deals double damage to that player or permanent instead. That's cool. Like, that is some good old Hello, welcome back. Bitter Feud. 4 and a red enchantment. As Bitter Feud enters the battlefield, choose 2 players. If a source controlled by one of the chosen players would deal damage to the other chosen player, or a permanent that player controls, that source deals double that damage to that player or permanent instead. So basically, like, if I chose him and me, if I dealt him 6 damage, he would take 12 instead. It's good old-fashioned chaos and rivalry.
Yeah, it's kind of
Just what I
like conspiracy style stuff, isn't it, really? Bottle knives. Hey, reinforcements. Or refreshments.
Oh, those wizards of the coasts.
So it's a 3-cost artifact creature, gnome, 1/3. Sacrifice bottle gnomes, you gain 3 life.
What jokesters? I just got it. Reinforcements or it's not funny. Impact Resonance. 1 in a red, instant. Impact Resonance deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures, where X is the greatest amount of damage dealt by a source to a permanent or player this turn.
That could be amazing.
Could be. Probably suck though. Such is the way.
Cathodian. It's a 3-cost artifact creature construct. It's a 3/3, and when it dies, you add 3 to your mana pool.
Looks like. Did you ever play Bioshock?
No.
Looks like a Big Daddy from Bioshock.
And what's next?
Chaos Warp. So it's a classic. 2 in a red, instant. The owner of target permanent shuffles it into his. The owner of target permanent shuffles it into his or her library, then reveals the top card of his or her library. If it's a permanent card, he or she puts it onto the battlefield. So I could be like, yeah, your Big Daddy Cathodian gets shuffled in. You don't get that free mana, sucker!
Or, Tuck Your General.
Tuck you, Jen.
Palladium Mare. 3-cost artifact creature Mare, add 2 to your mana by tapping it. Otherwise, it's just a 2/2 creature.
Volcanic Offering. Oh, it's got a Hydra burning to death. 4 in a red. Destroy target non-basic land you don't control and target non-basic land of an opponent's choice you don't control. Volcanic Offering deals 7 damage to target creature you don't control and 7 damage to target creature of an opponent's choice you don't control. So you destroy some stuff, then you let your opponents destroy some stuff as long as it's not your stuff. I like
Sweet.
it. More chaos.
Got a Pilgrim's Eye here. It's a 3-cost creature, artifact creature, Thopter. It's a 1/1 with
What do
fly.
you mean that they took out that Pilgrim's Eye and they stuck it to a helicopter?
Yeah, man. When Pilgrim's Eye enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Word of Seizing. 3 and 2 red, split second. As long as the spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Untap target permanent and gain control of it until end of turn. It gains haste until end of turn.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, permanent, yeah, okay, that is good. So, Sorin, as you're about to ultimate him, choose you go to, well, you do whatever Sorin does.
Everflowing Chalice, it's a 0-cost artifact with multi-kick 2. You can pump loads of mana into it and add 1 for each time it was kicked.
Magma Quake. I always thought that this was Worldfire and I thought it was banned from EDH, but whatever. X and 2 red, instant Magma Quake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. Bolus! Bolus! Sorry.
Panic Spellbomb. It's a 1-cost
Oh god!
artifact.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! It's just a spell bomb!
You can sacrifice it, and target creature can't block this turn. And when Panic Spellbomb is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1 red. If you do so, you can draw a card.
Star Storm. Sounds like the lamest storm ever.
I don't know, if stars were falling out of the sky, that would be pretty mental.
Depends what type of stars. If it was like reality TV show stars, it would be kind of funny because you'd be like, nah, plastic surgery, nah, freak and then like there'd just be like masses of plastic and orange.
For X and 2 red, it's an instant.
Sorry.
It deals X damage to each creature. It's got cycling 3, so you can pay 3 mana, discard it, and draw a card.
Scrap Mastery. This is a new card.
This card's insane.
3 and 2 red. Each player exiles all artifact cards from his or her graveyard.
Artifact.
Yeah, artifact. I like that. Sounds like a vegetable. Each player exiles
Did you
all.
enjoy your artifact? Steamed, fried, or boiled?
Each player exiles all artifact cards from his or her graveyard, then sacrifices all architects, okay, he or she controls, then puts all cards he or she exiled this way onto the battlefield.
How did they glue the paintbrush to the cat's paw?
Arty
cat. Oh, genius. Yeah, we're doing a disservice to that card because it's really, really good. There's a soul ring. If you don't know what the soul rings do,
you're lame.
turn this video off.
Don't. We need your views.
We don't need your views. We're not charging. We don't put adverts on this thing.
Well,
don't
actually,
don't like it,
I am kind of a walking advert for Fenton's amazing
Just amazing.
advertising commercial.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to incite rebellion. I'm going to pay 4 and 2 red for a sorcery. For each player, incite rebellion deals damage to that player for each creature that player controls, equal to the number of creatures he or she controls. That's really funny.
Rebel all you want. You can never escape the tyranny of Fenton. It will hunt you down and eat you.
Death to token decks, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Wayfarer was Bauble. It's a 1-drop artifact.
Looks like a sea urchin.
It does, doesn't it? Like a really overused pincushion.
Yeah.
Pay 2 and tap it, sacrifice it, search for a basic land card and put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library.
Boring chaos! Chaos! Blasphemous Act. 8 and a red. Blasphemous Act costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Blasphemous Act deals 13 damage to each creature.
Mental.
Yay!
Fire Diamond. Costs 2.
Yay!
Fire Diamond enters the battlefield tapped. Then on your turn you can untap it to add a red to your
What would be
mana
the
pool.
point of a fire diamond? Like, you wouldn't be able to hold it. It would burn, it would like melt the ring it was in, so no. It's kind of pointless.
Let's try that. What does that say? Apocryphite, there you go.
It says, it is in fact in a different language, and it says, it translates roughly to, Fenton is awesome, all shall obey.
Yes, master. 2-drop artifact creature construct, it's a 1/1. Apocryphite enters the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters on it. If you didn't cast it from your hand, when it dies you exile it with 3 time counters on it, and it gains suspend. So basically you wait until you've got parallel lives and all the rest of it, and it just is
and then you ruin someone's day.
It's a +1/+1 counter generator.
Junk Diver! Such a lame, like...
It's an amazing card.
3-drop 1/1 flying artifact creature bird. When Junk Diver dies, return another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand.
Where's my worm coil engine? Oh, there it is.
Garbage
Thank
in,
you,
treasure out.
Junk Diver. This is, I think, one of my favourite cards.
I think Ica Wellspring, yes. 2-drop artifact, I'm expecting good things. When Ica Wellspring enters the battlefield or is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card.
It's really, really good.
That is actually
It's
pretty good.
really good. Okay, liquid metal coating. I don't think this card's so good. Target permanent becomes an artifact at the end of turn in addition to its other types.
Surely that would stop some sort of kill spell
I
somewhere.
suppose there's kind of mycosynth lattice where everything's a...
Summon Simulacrum. If you don't know what that does, you know, why are you playing EDH?
Yeah, this is like auto-include, isn't it?
Steel Hellkite. I swear that was in another deck, wasn't it? I think it was.
Maybe. It's been in lots of decks that we've played against.
6-drop 5/5 flying. 2 Steel Hellkite gets +1/+0 until end of turn. X destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost X. Whose controller was dealt combat damage by Steel Hellkite this turn. Activate its ability only once each turn.
It's annoying. Mind Stone, it's a 2-drop artifact. You tap it to add 1 to your mana pool, or you pay 1 and tap it to sacrifice it.
Boring! One coil engine! 6-drop 6/6 Death Touch Lifelink. When one colour engine dies, put a free colourless worm artifact creature token with Death Touch and free colourless worm artifact creature token with Lifelink onto the battlefield. Yay, recursion!
Yeah, that's in.
Mere Battlesphere! Stop talking! 7. It's a 7-drop 4/7. When it enters the battlefield, put 4 1/1 colourless Mere artifact creature tokens onto the battlefield. Whenever Mere Battlesphere attacks, you may tap X, untap Mere you control. If you do, Mere Battlesphere gets +X/+0 until end of turn, deals X damage to defending player. Yeah,
Flicker,
I do.
flicker.
Play a Mere deck.
Flicker.
Maximum Forcepring, when it enters the battlefield, always put into a graveyard from the battlefield. You may search the library for. Yeah, okay, it's alright.
What does it do? Did you just kind of gave up reading? Is it like...
I'm bored. Pentavus!
Search your library for a basic land card. There you go.
Shut up.
That was kind of the important bit.
7-drop
of the sentence, you missed out.
0/0. What? Take out all the text in this card sucks. Pentavus enters the battlefield with 5+1/+1 counters on it.
What, 10 if you've got any of those doubling.
Pay 1, remove a +1/+1 counter from Pentavus, put a 1/1 colourless Pentavite artifact creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Tap 1, sacrifice a Pentavite, put a +1/+1 counter on Pentavus.
Pretty
Right,
sweet.
so you'd need extra mana to make that a viable system.
Yeah, so you just create an infinite mana loop.
Yeah, but then... Oh yeah, that would...
Swiftfoot Boots, it's 2 for something that equips for 1 and gives you hexproof and haste.
Swiftfoot Boots.
Commander Sphere, we've seen a whole bunch of these. You add 1 mana of your commander's colour identity to your mana pool.
Boring,
You
this
can
card has metal dragons on it!
sacrifice
Metal dragon! That's
to
a
draw a card.
heavy metal band if you've ever heard one.
What,
Metal dragon!
Ruby Medallion, no, that's a prog rock band.
No, that is Metal Dragon. It's completely heavy metal.
Metal Dragon.
Metal Dragon.
It's like the toddler's name for a metal band.
Shut up.
Would you like to come and sing my friend's rock band? It's called Metal Dragon.
And my dad's so cool he wheezes Coca-Cola.
That's disgusting.
What? People were saying that at my school when they were toddlers.
You've got toddlers here.
What? In my old... Shut up.
Red spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
Janto. 3-drop, 2, tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. It's alright.
Pristine Talisman.
You're a pristine talisman.
Add 1 mana to your mana pool. You gain 1 life.
Trading post! Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I'll let you explain it while I keep singing my goat song. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, goats. Go, go, goats.
It's got something to do with goats.
Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Unstable
go,
obelisk.
Go, 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 go.
3-drop
Go,
artifact.
go, 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 go.
Tap it, add 1 to your mana pool, pay 7 and tap it, sacrifice it, destroy target permanent. Dreamstone Hedron. Add 3 to your mana pool.
That's so lame.
Oh, it costs 6, and you sacrifice it, and you get to draw 3 cards.
It's
Pay
actually
3.
quite good.
It's alright.
6-drop Cage Sun. As Cage Sun enters the battlefield, choose a colour. Creatures you control of the chosen colour get +1/+1. Whenever a land's ability, add 1 or more mana of the chosen colour to your mana pool. Add 1 additional mana of that colour to your mana pool. Go, go, go. It's basically awesome in any monocolour tribal deck.
That's pretty sweet.
Which I don't actually have one.
Lawseeker Stone, it's 6-drop artifact. You pay 3, tap it, draw 3 cards. This ability costs 1 more to activate for each card in your hand.
Spine of Ishtar!
Some removal spell.
7-drop, when Spine of Ishtar enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent. When Spine of Ishtar is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return Spine of Ishtar. That's awesome with, I think, Duretti probably.
Man, look, why is this always the last card out?
Because Arcane Lighthouse is where...
Is where it's at.
Well,
This
yeah,
guy's basically
that's
going,
where my favourite card...
Where's all my hexproof and shroud gone?
That's where my favourite card goes to chill.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed.
Breathing dead.
Hope you've enjoyed our Commander 2014 pack opening. We will try and do some play tests with these decks, but we've got an awful lot of stuff to put up online, so I think some of it's up there already. Yeah. I'll leave you with Fenton's wise words, which are...
Raving dead. Raving dead, yeah.